Hey there, this is Tom Crandall from Gear Mashers, and this is the Hyper Pro by Freak Athlete. It's a multi-use bench, and so I'm just going to walk through some of the things that you can do with it and give my opinion on the bench overall. So the first thing that is nice about the bench is the ability to have it stand up and get it out of the way. So you can stand it up. It doesn't take up a ton of space. I'm about 5'9", and so that gives you an estimate of how tall this is when it's standing up. But overall, it's pretty good. Now, some people may have a little bit of difficulty when they initially bring it up because it does have some weight to it. But other than that, it's not too bad. This leg can go out of the way if you need to, but I haven't found any reason really to move it out of the way yet. But as far as the bench is concerned, the padding is nice. It's a little soft, but not too soft. And I'm not sure how it would hold up. Like if it was in a commercial gym, I would say that the padding might not hold up that well if you're having just a ton of people using it. But for someone that's just a home gym or garage gym, I think it's fine. So for a bench, you can, certainly do, say, dumbbell presses, things like that on here. It's at a nice height. And then it will adjust so you can raise it up. So the way that works is they have a lot of different knobs on here, so you have to sort of figure out the knobs and how they work and all. But there's a purple knob back here that raises it up. So if I wanted to do sit-ups, things like that, I could do that on here. And then to raise it up even again, there's another knob in here. It's a gray knob. And so I can just grab that. And so now it's set even, so it's at a even better height. So maybe if I wanted to do, again, something like dumbbell presses, things like that, I could do that. When you have these raised up, just make sure that it's nice and tight. So I have a blue knob and a green knob that I can tighten to make everything nice. So one of the really cool aspects of this particular product is it's a Nordic bench. And so most Nordic benches are essentially flat, and then you have the ability to put your feet somewhere, and then you can do Nordic curls. But with this one, what we can do here is we can lower the backside down. So there's a blue knob under here. I'm just going to unscrew it. Now just lower it down, make sure it's all locked in the back. And so it's set at 20 degrees. But if I wanted to, I could set it at 15, 10, 5. And so as you get stronger with the Nordic bench and Nordic curls, you can change the angle to adjust. So the way that works here, if I just get in here, so I'm at that 20%, I could change the paddings if I needed to adjust them down. But you're just gonna slowly go down, go down, go down, go down until you can't go down anymore. And then you can just push yourself back up. And so that's at 20%. Obviously, as you get stronger and your hamstrings get stronger for these Nordic curls, you can change it. And the way you can change it is there's another bar under here, and it'll allow you to set it at 15%, 10%, 5%. And so if I wanted to lower it down a little bit, and so now it's at 10%. And then I could go to 5 and eventually go flat again if I needed to. Or if I wanted to bring it back up, now I'm back at that 20%. And I just push this bar back in. And so that's, I think, a really neat ability of this that most of your Nordic benches, and I have a Nordic bench I spent about $1,200 on. It's commercial grade, so it's gonna last a long time, but it's flat. Whereas this is actually way better in the ability that it has that incline on there, which is really, really nice. So next thing I wanted to go over is leg extensions and leg curls with this machine. So I'm gonna raise this up here. And I'm just gonna make sure these are nice and tight in here. And so they have what they call a leg developer. So let me have this attachment here. And so what happens here is you have two rods that you connect it into. And yeah, it just connects in like that. And then they have this safety mechanism here. And you want to push the seat pads apart, and then they have another lever here that's another safety mechanism. And you just make sure that it's nice and tight. And let me take this off. This is for doing leg curls. So I just have the leg extension here. And I'm just gonna grab 10 pounds over here. Put this on here. So now it's all ready for me to do leg curl, or leg extensions rather. So just get on here and I can do my leg extensions. In this pad, you can adjust it up or down. If I move back a little bit. And it doesn't make any noise. So this is really smooth. Haven't had any issues with it doing this, which is nice. And then to do the leg curls, they have another extension that comes on here. And let's see. And so the red knob goes down. Just insert it in here and put it right there. And they actually have a safety pin. Let me grab that if I can find it. Here we go. So they have this gray safety pin that goes into the hole over here. Let's see. So let me unscrew this. Yeah. Okay, so I shouldn't have to worry about that going. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lower this section down. And so I'm going to go over here to the blue dial. And I'm just going to, let's see. Technical difficulty. Okay, so to do this, the first thing you have to do is make sure that this safety rod is out of the way. So here we go. And now I should be able to lower this. So this is part of the learning curve, and yeah. And so I'm going to tighten this back down. Okay. And then what you're going to do for the leg curls is you're just going to get in here. And they actually have handholds for this. And so I can just grab that. And this is really, really nice. Obviously, I'm only using 10 pounds on this, but this is a great exercise considering, you know, I can do that on this bench. So the other thing that they have here is you can use some handles and attach it to this front ring to do a little bit of upper body work. So now, go back on here, and I can rest my back on here a little bit if I wanted to. Let's see. And now I can do some rows, things like that. I can, you know, do some variations, maybe a little bit of flies. But again, just a ton of different exercises you can do on here, which is great. Then once I'm done with all that, if I want to remove this, I just reverse the process here. So let's just take this off. And again, the more you use this machine, the faster you're going to be. Let me take this off. And then I'm going to undo that. And let's see, anything else on here? Be able to pull it out. Now, I will say that the attachment on this, I think, can be improved. It's, I just think it could be improved. I'm not sure how they're gonna improve it, but that's the way I feel. So the next one is the GHD aspect of the bench. So again, I'm gonna go back up here and I'm gonna raise it so that it's flat. Make sure everything's tightened down. And then I'm gonna take off the center pad here. And so there's a yellow knob underneath and I'm gonna unscrew. So I'll take that off, and that's what it looks like there. Move that and grab the GHD here. So this is what it looks like. And so I'm gonna put this in the front, and it just slides along the railing, and it has a pull pin. So just have it set and tighten it. And so now here, again, I can grab the front handholds here. So if I wanted to work my back, I can do that. So you see this movement that I'm having right now, it's just because the blue knob isn't tight. So I tighten it down, and so now I don't have that movement on there. So I can just bring that up. And then if I want to do the opposite and go in here, come back around, and now here I'm gonna put my feet in here. And what's nice is I have handles. So get it all the way down. And so I can do stuff like this. So yeah, great machine, a lot of different exercises, doesn't take up a ton of space, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I was surprised how many different exercises. I only showed you a couple, but you can do a lot of different exercises with this, and you can be pretty creative as well. So there's probably exercises that Freak Athlete hasn't even thought about that you can do on here. Overall, I think it's a really good product. It took me about 45 minutes, I guess, maybe a little longer to build it all because it comes disassembled. But the directions are awesome. The video that they have that walks you through is really, really good. And overall, it's a good product. Now, for commercial grade, like this rack behind me here, this is the Rogue RM3. This is a commercial grade product. This is I would say a home gym product. I wouldn't say, or I wouldn't find this in probably a Gold's Gym or anything like that. They are coming out with another product sometime this year that looks more commercial grade than this, especially on the GHD side. But overall, if you're looking for sort of a product that's going to have a lot of different exercise potential for you, this is definitely something to check out. So it's the Hyper Pro by Freak Athlete. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. And if you have any questions or anything, yeah, definitely reach out. So thanks so much and have a great day. Take care.